This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Very good evening. So,
Good
last
evening,
class,
ma'am.
very good evening to everyone. So, in last class, we have discussed regarding sets, groups, bins. This is what we have discussed in the last class. Now, after that, we also started with the calculation field. So, calculation field we have started. So in that we started with the string functions. String functions means in Excel we call it as text functions. Here we call it as string functions. So we have done this uppercase, lowercase, split, len, right, left and mid. Right? Left and mid. So we have done uppercase, lowercase, left, right. Okay. After that we have created split 1, split 2, split 3. So this is nothing but your dividing using this hyphens. So delimiters. This hyphen we call it as delimiters. The one which separates first characters and the second characters we call it as delimiters. Okay. The same thing you can also try with the first name and the last name of the customers also. Okay. Say example, I have a customer name. Customer name. So first name I have, last name I have. Right, first name I have, last name have. When I take it here left, from the left characters I get it. When I take it as right, I get the right characters. If I needed a middle character, yes, I can also apply that, create a calculation field. So let me give here as function mid means the middle functions. From the middle string, that is my customer name. From the middle uh, I need a name that has to start from fifth character, and it has to give me an output of six characters. From the fifth, one, two, three, four, fifth letter. Fifth letter, it has to give me six letters. Or let's take it here from third letter, give me a six characters. Now I'll click on this. Okay, done. I drag this and put it here. You can see, so A R O N, I said from third character, so R is a third character, so RON space BO, six characters I'm getting. Like this, six characters. If you want, you can do it. But what if I have this? What if I have this first one, the customer name, I want the first name as one part and the last name as a second part? Then what we will do, we will divide this. Create calculation field. I take here as function. Okay, split. I'm going to use the function split. So first name, I'm going to take here as first name. So the function here, as I said you, in Tableau we never use equals to. There is no equals to sign we will be using. I take a function here as split my string function, that is my customer name. See, if it comes in red color, that means you are taking a field here. So when you are identifying, see, it says ABC customer name, it says here itself. So that means it is a string, customer name, comma, delimiters. What is the delimiters between the first name and the last name? It is a space. I open a double quote, give a space, double quote, close a quote, then comma. So delimiter here, it is space. I want the first character, so I give here as first one. Before space, what I have, I'll click on this. Okay, I got this. So take here, I'll drop it here. So you can see the first name has been taken. The same thing if I want the last name, we will create another calculation field. This time what I will do, instead of using here, I'll take the customer name here itself. Right, we will go for create calculation field. I already got the customer name. Here I'll give a name here as function split last name, and here we will give a function split. So see, There is a open bracket, close bracket. I'll remove the close bracket. After customer name, I'll give a comma. My delimiter here, last time I used a double quote. This time I'm using a single quote, space, close the single quote, comma. Token number, I need the second one. So close this. See, the calculation is valid. Even if the closing parenthesis, closing bracket, comma, anything is missing, still it will say you as calculation contains error. What is the error? Say accepted closing parenthesis or the comma while phrasing the arguments list for the split. There is some missing things. So now what we will do, we will give this closing parenthesis, that is bracket, close the bracket. Now let's give a OK. So I got the split function, last name, I drag and drop it. This is when I have to divide this. The same thing we did it in a last class also using the split 1, 2, 3. So first token number, second token number, third token number, but the delimiters here. The delimiters here I have taken here as hyphen. So hyphen we have used. Suppose in case you got a first name and the last name, you want to merge this together. So merge this together, what we will do? We will use a concatenate. We will be using concatenate. If you remember in Excel, when we have a different values in an Excel, this I have already explained to you, right? When we have a different values in Excel, we will be using a concatenate function. Let me show you. So here, so concatenate cell 1 comma cell 2 comma cell 3 comma cell 4 comma, this we have done. Later, if I have a different values or different names in a different cell, I will be using like this. If I need a space, I'll give the space within a double quote with a quote, right? National, comma, I need a space, open double quote, give a space, close the double quote, comma. Second word, same thing, space has been repeated. So instead of this function concatenate, what we have used? We have used ampersand, that is and sign. We have used ampersand here. So if why we use this, when we have a different cells in two different places, I will be doing. Might be I may have a first name and second name. So because of that also I would have used. Say example, I have a list of names. So take it as Manasa, Iza, Iza, Sukanya.
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma. I'm just giving a name. Sorry. Sneha, like this we have a names. So after this you might have the last name also. So second name, last name. So Isa, Yusuf, Sukanya, like this might be names. So what I will do, I have the login IDs to be created. NICT computer education.com. So this is what I have. So like this I have taken, or take it here, I'll remove this and I'll take this. So I just want to use this here. Okay, concatenation equals to I'll take Manasa, comma. After that I need a and sign to be at the rate sign to be used. Then I will select this cell, close the bracket, enter. But what we are doing, we have to use ampersand. So after the first cell, instead of comma I'll use ampersand. Then again after this double quote, again I'll use ampersand instead of comma. Now I'll press enter. See, I got this output, final output. So the same way, when I have some names, the first name and the last name. first name and the last name. I want to combine this. So what we will do, either we will use a function concatenate. So I take the first name, then I need a space, comma, open a double quote, space, close a double quote, comma, then I'll select the second name. This is what we used to do in Excel, right? Or we will use the ampersand, the first name, that is equals to the first name, then ampersand, then I need a space, open a double quote, close a double quote, another ampersand, then I'll take a name here, then I'll close the bracket. Sorry, no need to close the bracket, enter. So two methods we have. The same thing when we try in our Power BI, or sorry, Tableau, what we will do, we have two names, right? Same thing, I want to use it in my Tableau also. Now how to do this? Concatenate, right? Concatenate. So when I open this and I want to apply a function, now instead of concatenate, so here concatenate, okay, concatenate, I'll apply a function. So create a calculation field. So I take here as function concatenate. Okay, so you can take first name and the last name which we have already created, or what I will do, I will take a region. See, there is no function called as concatenate, con I'm giving, there is no function called here as concatenate. Okay, so in case if I'm using, I'll say that region, I have a region here, region, after this I'll give a comma, or I will say and, then I'll open a single quote, I'll give an hyphen, close a single quote, then I will take here as state. See here what it says, error. Okay, I have not taken here ampersand again, another ampersand, now I take here as state. See, still it is not accepting. It says the calculation contains error, bad character. Why? Because we do not have a function here as a concatenate. See, let's take here the region, location. From the region, I will take this region, then I'll take this state. So we have a state here. Or take an example, instead of state, I will take a country. So these are the things we have. I want to show this together, but we do not have a concatenate functions. Then how should I use here? Then instead of ampersand and instead of concatenate, you will use the another function here to club this. That means we are combining two things. To combine two things, what we will use, we will add it. We will add it here. Okay, so what I do, I take here as region plus, then I need a hyphen, I take a hyphen within a single quote or double quote, anything you can give, plus I need a state. Now see, it is identifying region also, state also, and it says the calculation is also valid. We will click on this OK. Now I take this function can concatenate and put it here. Now you can see how it has been added. Okay, same thing when you have a different cells which is having a first name and the last name, you can create like this, name of the customers, like this you can create. If you want to divide it, you can divide it when you want to divide the order type or anything. So we have divided those things also. Okay, so this is what we have done. Now let's see the other functions, that is of text functions. Text functions. Okay, now here I take a customer name. So next function what we are going to use is find. So here we'll go with the next sheet. I take here as customer name. Now we will go with this, create a calculation field. I'll use here function find. Now find string, what I am finding from the customer name, from the customer name, comma, comma. Now what I have to find something that is related to any values. Now I say here, suppose I want to look for a character, say looking for some space or looking for some character. What is the character I'm looking for? This I have to find, right? Suppose I need to find the space. If I want to find a value, see from the calculation, do I have this option? So this I have to find. So say we have a list of name here, list of name. So I will say here I need to find a character where there is er. I close a double quote. So so it is from the starting, from the end, anywhere. So anywhere it is, so find er wherever it is available, whether I have this er. So find, I have this option. I'll click this, drag and put it here. Okay, see now what it says, it gives me a value. See here, I have a ER option, but this ER option, what it is? It is in which place? So ABBIE space PE. So E is in 8th place, but it says me 72. ER is in 8th place, but it gives me an output saying that it is in 72nd place. So why? Because wherever there is a ER located, what it is doing, it is taking a value as an aggregated. So what we will do, we will click on this function find. You have an option here as attribute. Click on this attribute. Now see, you can find the number of characters where it is located. Now see, 8th character, right? Here also 8th character, here it is 14th character. So where it is located, automatically it will show you. So the same thing attribute we have done in last class also, how to find this attribute. So it will give you which place the character is been repeated. Okay, so how it is calculating how overall the aggregated value it is counting wherever it is repeated. So what I say, I measure this value instead of aggregate value, I'll convert this into a attribute value, that is exact value, the position where it is been having a this er character. To extract this, we are converting this into an aggregated value. So we got this, which position the value is in, right? So we got this, what is the value. So what are the functions we have used? Then I have used. Okay, so suppose we have the same thing. Suppose there is something called as starts with, ends with. These are the characters I want to find. We will go with this calculation field. I'll say here function starts with, function starts with. So I take here as a function. So starts with, function starts with the customer name. I want to find out wherever the name that starts with a or an something. Okay, so whatever you want to give, those values you can give. So this will give you an output saying that what is the character we have here, right? Based on that, we can take the values. Now what I do here, starts with a, right? Or anything, anywhere wherever there is double a. So we have only this thing. Or I'll take here al, then we will go with this. So since al is a text, I have to give within a quotation. So I'm giving within a quotation. Now the calculation is valid. I'll click on this OK. I'll click on this OK. Now what I'll do, I'll take this customer name. So we have a function starts with. So what it says, false. Wherever the function that is starting with al, it is true. Other than that, everything is having a false. everything is having a details as false. Now what if I want to find out wherever there is a value or a text that is containing something like ending with, right? Ending with these things I want to find out. So what we will do, we'll go for that particular functions also. We'll go here, create a calculation field, function ends with. So we will go here, ends with string customer name, customer name, comma. So ends with, so I'll open a double quote, I'll say wherever it ends with ld, wherever it ends with ld or es, er something. So I'm just taking here as, let me give it as er, close a double quote, I'll give here as okay. Now I'll drag this ends with and put it here. So if it is ending with er, see here, er, it says true. So wherever it is ending with er, it is true, remaining things are false. Suppose you want to sort this, only true has to come and false has to come in the last. So first false, then it is like this. So how you want to sort, like that you can sort it based on your requirement. But you can also sort in alphabets also, names also. Once you sort this, you will get an output. So let's try the other one, containing, in between anywhere the values which is containing a values, that we will do. So I'll go for another step, create a calculation field, create a calculation field. So function uh, contains, contains, so string customer name. I need to find a text wherever there is a value are, are, that's all. So I'll click on this okay. Let's take this containing. So if somewhere it is are is containing, so it will have to show me as true. So we are not having such details, I think. Somewhere I saw, see here. So here we have are, are details here, right? So we have this. Let's see somewhere else. We are not finding. In case if you want to change and search with some other things also, you can try. So I'll go for this contains and I'll go with edit. Instead of are, we will give it here as or, or. Okay, so wherever there is or, you can find it as true. So there are many trues here, you can see here, here. So there might be something wherever there is a value as or. So wherever this contains OR options, those details you will be getting here as a listed. So when you have some matching concept, it will show you as a true. When it is not matching your requirement, then it will show you as false. So based on your requirements, you can take it here. If you want to find out with trim, so you know there is one more function called as trim. What is this trim function? Trim function is used for reducing a space, right? Reducing a space. In case if you want to use this reducing a space, if you want to do, you can use this. Okay, and since we have a clean data, that is not required, but if you want to try and check it out, same thing, same output you will be getting. So next function we will try here, saying that a function that is related to replace. So I'll go for the next one. So what we can replace, say example, mm, we have this order id. Here we have an hyphen, isn't it? Hyphen we have. Instead of hyphen, we will replace something else. Okay, so I'll go for this create a calculation field, function replace. Function replace, I give here as replace what I have to replace. First one string, so that is my order id, comma. Now I have to replace this string. What it is string I have here? I have a hyphen. Replacement, I want to replace this with okay, this side, that is division side, forward slash. Now we will click on this. Okay, replace function, see here, so it has been changed. If you want to replace with any other signs also, you can do it. Okay, you can do this with your based on your requirements, whatever the functions you want to apply, you can apply here. So what and all we have seen here in this functions. So string functions, uppercase, lowercase, right? So we have gone through concatenate, find, length. So I suggested you another function as trim, then replace. These are the things we have done. Okay, these are the functions we have done. If you people has any doubt, you can ask me anywhere, any doubt in the string functions, then you can ask me. Does anybody has a doubt?
No, ma'am. Clear.
Okay, so next we will go with another types of functions in a calculation field, that is date function. Date function, I need to find out the number of days, right? That is day, or you can say it as what type of day it is. This I want to find out. So first one, what we will do, we will find the day. So I take here the another sheet. You can take order date or shipment date. I take here this time the shipment date. Shipment date plus then month, then I have a date. So here I'll convert this into date format in a table transpose. So I got this. If not, we can, instead of this shipment date, I'll take the order date itself. Order date. So we are converting this into day format. Convert it into text format. I'll swap this. So this is what we are having. Now what I want to know, I want to know what is the day here. What is the day here I have. So what I'll do, I'll just check with this day function. Function day. create a calculation field. So function day, here I give a day. So day, what it is saying me, day what it is saying me, see, 2024 4th month 12th date. So the date it will only give me, okay, it will only give me a date. So what is the date I have? I have a order date, order date. Then I'll click on this, okay. So function day, so it says me first, 3rd. See here, instead of 4th it gives me 12. It is getting added, it is getting added. Instead of 4th it says me here as 12. So what we have to do, we have to convert this into attribute. Now see the proper date numbers it is giving me, okay, proper date numbers it is giving me. What if I want to give the other IDs, other dates also? So in that case, what I can find, I can find out the month also. What is the month I'm going to use, what is the year I'm going to use, these details I can find out here. Next one, what we will find, we will find the month, find the month. So actually this and all is not required when you are using in this calculation, but when you are making a data visualization it may require one or the other places to filter it, to apply the filters anywhere you may require this. So that is what we are using. So function month, function month. So I take here month. So date is order date, order date. Then I'll click on this, okay. So next one, I take this function and put it into text. Okay. So what I'll do, function, and I'll put it here, next column, convert into text. Swap this. See which month it is, which month it is showing me here. Okay, if I want this attribute also to be put it into a text, I can put it. So instead what I will do, I will remove this. Okay, let me clear this, clear this. Order date, function day. Before that, we will convert this into a proper date format as a text, and I will swap this. So I have this option. Now function day, what it says me, it says me in a text format which is showing me again and again aggregated values. So we will convert this into attribute values. So we have this. I'll go for the next sheet. I'll take the again the same thing, order date, convert into a proper date format. Then I take here find the month, that is function month. So before this it shows me in this format, I'll convert into table format, swap this. Now here I'll give this month. So which month it is, see here 20th month, 16th month, which is getting added. So what we will do, we will again convert this into attribute. So which month, February is 2nd, March is 3rd, so May is 6th, 7th, like this you have it. Now next one, we will find the year function. Another sheet I open here. I'll take a order date, order date. I convert this into a proper date format and into a table format. Then I swap this. Sorry, I made a mistake. I need to swap this. Instead of that, I have cleared the screen. So I got this. So next function, what we will be doing, we have to find the year. We have to find the year. So what we will do, we will apply another calculation, another calculation. So function year. So have a year here. So the name of the function date is order date, order date. Then okay, we have a function, we have taken this. So see again it is showing you aggregated value. We will have to convert this into attribute. So it will show you like this, which year it is, 2011, then 2013, 14. So you have all the year 12, 13, 14, all the years it has been displayed. What if when I get a data from the raw data, that is from the sources, when I download the data, instead of showing this in a date format, if it is showing a separate column for date, for a month, for a year in separate columns, and I want to convert this into a date format, what should I do? Then what we will do, we will be using another function here called as make date. Make the date. So function make date. So I'll give here function make a date. So here we have used here function hyphen year. Thus we have calculated, then comma month function hyphen month function hyphen month. We have this, then comma day. I have function hyphen day. So these are the three things we have. I'll click on this. Okay. Now what we will do, we will add another sheet by taking this order date, converting into a proper format. I take here in a day format, swap this, convert into table format, again swap. So I got this. We have made a date. So this function I will drag here. It says there is some error. We will see this edit. The calculation contains a error. Reference to undefined f. So here I have given one more f, right? So this one. So I remove this and click on this OK. So function year. Where is this make date? See, suppose we can't find it, we can click on this Control F. I can search here as make date, function date. I'll drag this and put it here. So see, make a date. Here I go. I convert this into day format. Automatic. I'll convert this into a text. See, here it is getting bifurcated. Here it is showing you the date. It is not showing you as a text. Here it is showing make of a date, how it has been expanded. I'll reduce this. I'll reduce this. I'll reduce this. So instead of here with the X text format, it displays me in a separate column. If I take it here and drop, still it is making another column. So what I do, I take this out. Let me clear this. I'll only take this order date, convert this into a date format, or instead of this, remove. Instead of this, I'll take here function make date. So you got this 2011, 12, 13 make date option you got. So I don't want this filters. All okay. Instead of this, we will put it here. We'll convert this into a date format. Now see, the same thing, you got it here. I'll remove this. See, the date format again it has been converted. We are using only the function. Only the function. Now what I'll do, I'll just drag this and drop it here. The same thing here also. I'll convert this into this date format. See, the same thing it is also showing me here. same thing. See, this is from the now from the order date, this is from the make date format. Make date format. So both are having the same dates and same descriptions. So when you have two things, that means when you have two different datas and you want to make it into club into once only. Say date you have in separate column, month in separate column, and then year in a separate column. You want to club all these things, then you can use this functions, all these functions combined together, and you can do it. Okay, so let's do one more thing. If I want to add this, add any numbers, add if I want to add a year, any days. Suppose I have a order date. I'll convert this into a date format into a text. Then let me swap this. For this, I have to add like plus 10 days, plus 20 days for packing and shipment and delivery. I need some more days, 10 days, 5 days. Suppose in case I do not have a shipment date, I want to add. So probably based on my assumption, I will be giving the shipment date by plus adding 10 days, plus adding 5 days. So in that case, what we will do, we will go for this create a calculation field. So we will take it here, function add date, function add date. We already have a date here, so we will take it here as date add, date add. Okay, date part, what I want to do, I want to add a date part. Date part in the sense whether it is a month, whether it is a year, whether it is a date. So I want to take it here as day. I want to take it here as day. So after taking here day, so what I will do, this one we will take it here date part. I'll give a double quote, I'll say it as day, close the double quote, then a comma. After comma, what I need, the days I need to add, the number of days that I need to add. Okay, so 10 intervals, 10 I want to add. When you're giving a numbers, no need to use a double quote. This is what we do in our Excel also. Now what I want to add, where I'm going to add this, I'm going to add this for order date. See, I want to add a date part, day, intervals, the number of days 10, to the order date I'm going to add. I'll click on this OK. I got this date added, I'll update here. So I'll convert this also into a day format. Can you see here? This is the day I am having. I'll just swap this and put it here, drag here. So 1 plus 10, 11, third plus 10, 13, fourth plus 10, 14. So the number of days it is getting added. The number of days it is getting added. So you can see 21st February plus 10, 3rd of March. 23rd, see here, 24th of February, 6th of March. 1st of March, 11th of March. So everywhere it is getting added with the 10 digits, 10 numbers. Now 10 days is getting added. Suppose we have both the dates. We have a order date also. We have a shipment date also. I need to find the difference between the number of days. Number of days difference I want to find out. Say take example. We have a order date. I'll convert this into day format. Then I have here shipment date. I take this shipment date. I'll convert this also in a day format. Convert this into a text format. Swap this vertically. So here it is still showing me date. I'll take this day. So this is the date. See 4th January order place. I have a two dates, 8th and 9th. 5th January. See 11th January order place, 11th, 15th and 16th. 3 days it has been taken. 3 dates are there for the order place. Okay, for one date there are three different deliveries. Okay, three different deliveries. Might be the order ID is different. Might be the order ID is different. So what I'll take, order ID we will take and put it here. Add all the members. Or I will take this order ID and put it here. See, individual order ID. We have it here. Okay, I'll take this order ID in the front. So order ID, date of order, day or date of delivery, this we have. I need to know the difference between the number of days, that is day and shipment date and order date difference we need to find. So what we will do, we will apply a calculation here. Function date difference, date difference we are going to find. So we have a formula here saying that the date difference. So we'll go with date difference. Date part, that is day, month or year, I take here as day, comma, start date. So start date is what? My order date, comma, end date is what? My shipment date. Shipment date. So this I have given. So that's all. So we have this. I'll click on this. Okay, I got this date difference. I'll update it here. So see the number of days, 3rd August, 7th August, but it says 12. We will convert this into attribute first. So you can find the number of days. There is a difference. See 0. 4th ordered, 4th only delivered. Okay, so the number of days that it has taken for delivering a goods, that is shipment, not delivery. Order placed, so the movement from the shipment date, then you will have a delivery date. So delivery date you can based on the priority, that is shipment mode you have, or based on the categories, regions, anything you want to give, those things you can give. So we have here shipment mode, how it has been given. So this also can be, suppose I take here the shipment date. So see here, economy 4 days, economy 5 days, immediate, so 0 days, economic plus 5 days. So based on this, you will be having, see, priority within 3 days, immediate 0 days. Okay, so like this you have a delivery details. Based on this, it has been calculated. So movement within how many days it has been shipped. So these are the details what we have under our details, under our date functions. So any doubts in this date function?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so let's take some 10 minutes break, then we will continue. It's going to be 7, so by 7:10 we will start a class. Thank you, ma'am. What, ma? For what did you say thank you? To whom did you say? Was this for the class or you're talking to somebody else? Fine, then let's continue. Are everyone there?
Yes, ma'am.
We'll continue.
Sure, ma'am.
So next one, we will see about aggregate function. So sum by default it will be already there, but still in case if you want to take, you can take it here. So then average, then we will find the minimum, maximum, count. This we will see. Okay, these are the functions which we are going to see now. So let's go the functions. So say let's take here the subcategory. The product details. In the product details, I have your subcategory. For the subcategory, by default, we already have a sales. When I take the sales, automatically it is coming in a total. So some value it is there. In case still if you want to make a total and cross check, yes, you can do that also. Create a calculation field. Now I'll take here as function sum. So same value only will get sum. Expression, the sales. Okay, so now we will click on this. Okay, so I take this function and put it here. Let me convert this into table format. See, both the values are the same thing. Both the values are same thing. In case if you want to find the total values, you can use this function, but it is already available, readily available. Still if you want to use it, you can check this. Now if this is my sales, I want to know what is the least sales, minimum sales that has happened in this. So this is a total. I want a average sales and then minimum values and the highest value. We will go for this. So I'll take here as function average. Function average. So I'll take here average function. See, AVG average function. So same thing you have it in Excel also, average. So what I want to take, the average sales of sales, average sales we want to find. We will click on this. Okay, I'll add this, convert it to table. So this is average sales. So average sales I bring it on the bottom. So the average sales we have it here. Overall average sales based on number of sales that has happened. Suppose I want to know what is my actual number of sales in order to find out this average sales. So what I will do, I'll find out how much sales actually happen. So we will take here as function count. Count, count the number of sales that has happened. We will click on this. Okay, let's take this count and put it here, convert this into a table. So see the number of count of the sales. So I take this average. So let's see this whether it is right or wrong. Another calculation. So average calculations we will take here as sales value we already have, divided by average sales. Function average we have already calculated average. We will click on this. Okay, sorry, I made a mistake, I think. So I have to calculate the average itself, so I'm using here average itself. So here it's not a function average, we need to count, use a function count. The function count, it contains some error. So what it is, cannot mix aggregate non-aggregate arguments with the functions. So which means I'm using this division sign, right? So it is saying okay, so we can't apply this, I think. So we will ignore this. Average functions, we have a number of counts. You can divide this and see in your Excel also. We will take a Excel. So we have a value 131309 as a total sales. The count is 368. We will find the average value equals to the total sales divided by this average. So we got the 356. So when you make it round off, when you are making a round off, so say in the numbering format, rounding you are doing it. So this becomes 357. So exact answer we are getting here. Okay, so we got the same answer. I'm not saving this. Let me close this Excel file. Maximize this. So count average value, it is correct. Now if in this, which is the least sales that has been happened, so we'll go for this create a calculations. We will go for create, that is function minimum. So I'll take here as minimum sales. Click on OK. I take this minimum sales here, convert this into a table format. So this is the minimum sales, least amount which has been made as a purchase. So sales. Okay, we made a sale, so the least amount. We will find another value, function maximum, the highest sales amount. So max of sales, maximum amount of the sales. We'll click on this. Okay. So you got this value maximum. Again, I drop it here, convert this into a table format. So maximum number also you have. I'll take this maximum below this. So you got this, how many sales has happened in that average sales, minimum sales, maximum sales. These details we have it here. Okay. Then we will do what? I only want the total sales. Instead of columns, I want to see only the total sales. You can just drag and drop it. Total sales amount, you can see this. So I can take this entire view. So entire view, when I give, it shows here. Or if you want to give it here as fit width, height, width, anything, then you can give it here. Let me take it as standard itself. After standard, if you are going to format this, anything you are going to do, then you can format this also. You have an option in for formatting. Okay, I'll increase the size. So we can increase the size and show it here how much you want. If you want to change the color, you can change the color. Then how you want to display, you can display this. So I just change the color. Now if you want to show what is your total profit, you can find out the profit also. We have already have a information profit. I put it into this. So this is my profit. So sales and profit, both the details we are having. Now see, let's have this one more thing, subcategory. For this subcategory, I take a profit and drop it here. So all are in plus, only this is in a minus value. I don't want this minus sign. Instead, I want to show here. Instead, I want to show the plus value itself. So what I will do, I'll create a value. So function, any value with the minus sign, I want to convert that into plus sign. For that, we will use a function called abs. The same function, you have it in Excel also. Abs, absolute. You can see it, -7 is becoming 7. So what is my value here? So it is a profit. My function which I'm using here is profit. I'll click on this OK. I'll take this and drop it here. Let me convert this into a table format. You can see now. So where we have this minus sign here. But what it is happening? Wait, let me take this measure names, drop it here. I'll take this sum of abs, sum of profit, convert this into a table format. See, it is getting added, the minus 1 in a plus sign. Let me go here, convert this into attribute. So see how it is converting. Let me go for this. Instead of attribute, I'll remove this. It is a function apps. So this is how you have the values. Same thing, I'll put the profit also. See, for this value already it is getting added another value. So after adding, it gives me another value here. So this is not actually taking the values here, measure. So instead of sum, it has to give me a minimum value, maximum value. Here also you can apply. I want the average value, I want the count, I want this minimum, maximum, percentage, anything. Here also you can type. Okay, now I'll take this profit. So minus value is been converted into plus value. Okay, if you want to edit this, if you are going to edit this, you can edit the function also. I'll go here, edit the function. So here what I've taken, profit. Okay, whatever the profit I have, it will get here one dependency I have. So that means there is another value which is also depending upon this. So sheet 67, we have another dependent values in some other place, some other sheet. So that is what it is saying here. And what we have done, we have gone through the functions, that is minimum value, maximum value, average value, count, and total. Then we also saw this absolute value. Any doubts till here?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now what I will do here, I'll take a subcategory. Subcategory. Then a region. Then a profit. So there is a loss here. So what we will do, I'll take like this. So might be wherever there is a loss. Okay, like this. Now what we will do, we will apply another function. So function if, function if. So if, I'm saying here, if you have a function here saying if the profit, right? The profit, we have already having a profit. If the profit is greater than 0, 0, right? If it is the profit is greater than 0, here we can't use the same function how we use in Excel. Here we will use then space, give me an output saying that profit, profit, I'll take it as earned, profit earned, close the double quote. If not, we will use one more next function. So here we will take it as else, else, I'll take it here as, open a double quote, I'll take it as loss occurred. So here it says there is some error. Why? After the completing a function, we have to give one more thing, end. So now it says the calculation is valid. So this is how we have to give. You can also give this function separately also, like this. See, still also it is valid. Else, give me as loss occurred. So if the profit is greater than 0, then profit earned, else loss occurred, end the function, click on OK. So now I take this and put it here. So loss occurred. So instead of this, I will put it here. Can you see? Minus loss occurred, profit earned. So this is what we have. It shows me here itself. You can take it here, region and subcategory. Now you can see this, how it has been showing here. Loss occurred, profit earned. So you have to scroll like this. Scroll like this. So instead of subcategory, I will take a category, I'll remove this. So you have only three things. See here, you have the values. If you want to move the cursor and check it out, yes, you can check like this also. So loss occurred, wherever there is a minus, loss occurred. See, in all these things, how much profit you have earned, you also have here. If you click on this plus, you will get a subcategory. Now what I will do, I'll take this function here, I'll take this category. So I have a category. Again, I'll click on this plus. So I have a segment plus. So I have a subcategory. So each and everything is getting bifurcated based on the region, right? Based on the region, we have this. So how you want to give this you can apply a function. So I only said that if any value that is greater than 0, it has to show me as profit earned. If it is not greater than 0, might be a minus, less than 0, minus values, it has to show me as loss occurred. So we have taken this. Now what I can do, I can create a chart based on this also. Now say it as I can take this category, then I have here function if. So function if, I take here loss occurred. So then what I'll take here as the profit, put it into this text. I'll go here, convert this into pie chart. See, I can convert this also and see. So I'll just, instead of vertical, I can see this in a transpose like this. Entire view, I got the values. If you want to see the values also, you can take the profit, put it into labels. So see, minus and plus value. That's also we can make. And we will make some changes in colors. I'll go here, edit the colors. So profit earned, it is in red color. I'll take it in green color. Apply. Then loss occurred, I need it in red color. Apply. Okay, done. Three colors I have done. So if you want to increase the size, you can increase the size, but everything is in different sizes based on the sales, so we will just ignore this. Later, edit the sizes. Here we will take it as by range or from 0. Apply. Okay, so nothing is happening. Okay, let's see. Edit the size, reset. The first one, second one, smallest to the largest. Apply. Okay, cancel. Okay, see, I'm just trying here. If you want to edit the size and see, you can edit the size and see. Start value in legends, we will give it as 0. End value in legends, we will give like this. still the size is changing. Let me give here as 1. Apply. 124952. Okay, we just have here minus and plus values. You can see how much you have earned based on this. So the total profit here, here, and here. Based on the highest profit, you have a bigger pie chart, right? So this based on the size. Later, I'll show you in advanced chart how to make all this similar, and how to show this in a same size. Same size, we will see this. Okay. So now what I will do, I'll just go for the next option. The next option, say some other if functions, if you want to apply, you can apply here. So what we will do, we will do it on the last one, if functions based on a sales, we will do it. Based on a sales, we will do it. So what I take here, the subcategory and the sales value. We have here from 12,000, the lowest one is 12,000, highest one is 2,94,000. Okay. We will do like this. I'll go for this, create a calculation field, sales performance. Sales performance. So we'll go if the sales, if the sales is greater than 2 lakh, 3, 4, 5, 2 lakh, then give me an output saying that excellent. Excellent sales. Else if, else if, when we have a nested function, we use this else if. Else if sales is greater than 1 lakh, 1 lakh, then give me an output saying that good sales. Or you can take it here as, okay, we will take it here as high, high, then, then, sorry, not then, else if sales is greater than 50,000, 50,000, then give me an output saying that average sales. Instead of high, we will take it as good sales. So all we have given less than 50,000, I have last one, else I'll take. Else give me an output saying that bottom line sales. Close the double quote. Function ends. When it is ending, you have to give a quote here, end also. So if the calculation is valid, the formula says it is valid. I'll expand this. Now you can see. If the sales is greater than 2 lakh, I need it as excellent sales. If it is greater than 1 lakh, I need it as good sales. If it is greater than 50,000, I need it as average sales. If not, if it is very less than 50,000, I need it as bottom line sales. So we will click on this OK. Now I take the sales performance and add it here. So you can see this. Everything is showing as bottom line only. Let's check this in our chart. I don't want subcategory. Let's take here as sales. So in sales performance, I'll put it under labels. Everything is bottom line. Sales performance. I'll go to edit. Let's do once again. Then I need it as high if sorry. So else if sales greater than 1 lakh, then I need it as medium. Else I need it as low. Function end. Then sales performance. Sales performance. Then subcategory. Why it is taking only the medium line? Let's reverse this and check. So here we will take it as less than 50,000. 50,000 or less than 50,000, we will take it here as, or less than 1 lakh. Less than 1 lakh, it is low. Then else if it is less than 2 lakh, 2 lakh, then we will take it as medium, or else give me as high. Simple, the same thing, I just reversed it just to see the output. Let's see how it gives me. Still it shows me the same thing. Sales performance, low one. Okay, fine. I'll do one thing. I'll just check on this. Once I check on this, I'll let you know what is the problem here. But the calculation, when I apply, the formula says that it is valid. See, when I take this as a sales performance, I'll go for this edit. Edit. The method of applied function is right. But when it is saying here the calculation is valid, it has to give me an output also. It is not giving me an output properly. So let me check this where we are making a mistake, then I'll let you know in our next class. Clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
So this logical function we will discuss again later. So that's all for today. Once we finish this all the logical function if functions, we will enter into the advanced chart. The charts which we do not have in this Tableau by default, we will create by using advanced method. So those advanced method of creating a charts we will see in our next class. Fine.
Okay, ma'am.
That's all for today. See you all in next class. And there is one more information. There is a link sent to you for downloading NICT applications, which will be used for giving an exam. You have to give up your exams, right? So exams will be conducted on Saturday. How to take? What are the procedures? That I will guide you on Friday. Okay, you just download this NICT applications which is sent in your WhatsApp group. For Android also it is sent. If you people are using iOS model, so that is Apple, even for that also a link is been shared to you. You can refer those things. Okay, so there is two applications has been given, you can download and see. The username will be your mobile number, the mobile number which you have shared to us. Okay, and then the password is NICT 59. NICT 59, try with NICT 59. If that is not working, you can try with 1234. Okay, in case if you are not able to log in, NICT 59 is also not working, or 1234 password is also not supporting to you, then in a same WhatsApp group you can reply your student name, your mobile number, which subject you are into, just reply in the same applications. Based on that we will cross check and give you a reply. Fine.
Ma'am, is it the same thing that was given us on the day one, that app?
I am not sure ma which app they gave you. So it is NICT
Yeah,
EDU
NICT app
applications.
only they gave on the first day with the password 1234 for all
Okay.
the assignment and all those purposes only.
Assignments. Who gave you all these assignments, ma?
No, there was mention in the dashboard that all the things that the notice board and all those in the app itself when we logged in.
Fine. Yes, the same thing. So just check it out. If any changes, if anybody is not able to log in, you please let me know.
And ma'am, do we have exam this Saturday or the next Saturday?
This coming Saturday, ma. Friday will be your last class. Saturday will be your exam.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Friday I'll be guiding you how to start your exam. What are the procedures? How all these things I'll guide you on Friday. Okay, and whatever, even the revisions also we will have, what type of questions you may get, what other questions might be asked. So this kind of revisions and all we will do it on Friday. Okay, I'll give you revisions and login procedures, exam procedures, everything I'll let you know on Friday. Clear?
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Clear.
ma'am. So that's all for today. See you in next class. See you everyone. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.